Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's edition of Men's Futsal here at Université Saint-Boniface. This afternoon, Les Rouges de l'USB will take on the CMU Blazers here. We just watched a good game. The women left victorious 6-2 over the visiting Blazers. If you joined us last night to watch Les Rouges, you kind of saw what happened there. Well, maybe you did actually. You missed it during the women's game. Our protection over the globe, or protection over our cameras here in the gym, was contacted with the ball and shattered it to pieces. And so unfortunately for today's broadcast, we are limited to 2 cameras, but audio has been fixed now, and they're still working on the scoreboard at Université Saint-Boniface. So we won't have the time in today's matchup, and we will get to you and enjoy this matchup between Les Rouges de l'USB and the Blazers. And something that's been a common theme here in the futsal division: Saint-Boniface winning and winning often. And they lead atop the men's standings at 6-1. The visiting CMU Blazers are at a 3-2-1. And with the Cinnamon College at the bottom of the division at 0-8, the standings for the playoffs are pretty much set. Saint-Boniface will most likely be the top seed with a victory here tonight, as Brandon has a tie in their record at 6-1-1, the Bobcats that is. And this game, more of just a tune-up for the playoffs to come. And I want to thank all you joining us today. My name is Noah. I'll be on the call here with you this afternoon. And I want to take this opportunity to welcome James to the broadcast. How are you doing today, James?
Doing great, Noah. Thank you for having me join. This is going to be a lot of fun. I know that each of these games that USB has played, we've seen them really rack up the goals. Offensively, they are super strong.
They are certainly strong offensively. That is the case. Dealing with some audio issues last night, I actually had the opportunity to watch most of that men's game in person. And what we like to say is watching a Red River Streams broadcast is the second best way to watch a game. The best way to watch it is obviously live. And quite frankly, the speed isn't shown over the broadcast. It's so fast, so powerful, this game in person. And we'll pass it over to the PA announcer for the starting rosters and player announcements. And I believe we have a senior to commemorate here tonight.
Bonjour tout le monde. Je vais commencer avec un joueur très spécial pour nous. Je me rappelle quand il a rejoint l'équipe dès son premier jour, il était un très bon exemple d'un athlète et d'un étudiant et d'une personne très gentille, avec beaucoup d'humilité, beaucoup de sérieux dans son travail. Et je suis vraiment fier de voir son progrès dès sa première journée. Grâce à lui et grâce à beaucoup de ses buts, on a remporté beaucoup de championnats. Et aujourd'hui, c'est son dernier match à domicile, mais j'en suis sûr, il va nous aider à remporter un autre championnat cette année. Il a déjà 2 championnats de futsal et un championnat de soccer à son nom. Et voilà, je voulais vraiment le remercier. On veut vraiment le célébrer aujourd'hui dans son dernier match à domicile. Merci beaucoup à notre numéro 10, Hamed Awal Joel. Honnêtement, les deux ils partagent les mêmes qualités. J'aimerais vraiment féliciter ce joueur-là pour son travail acharné. C'est un joueur très, très calme dans les vestiaires, très timide, mais une fois sur le terrain, il est très agressif, il est solide, il est toujours là quand on a besoin de lui. Lui aussi, il a contribué beaucoup au programme avec ses qualités défensives. Il a déjà un championnat en futsal et un championnat en soccer à son nom. Et j'espère qu'il va nous aider à remporter un autre championnat ce mois. Comme j'ai dit, il a beaucoup évolué comme joueur et comme personne. Et il va vraiment nous manquer. Donc je veux vraiment remercier et féliciter Yatma Diop pour son travail.
And congratulations to both senior players, Ahmed Awel and Joya, as well as Yatma Diop One. Congratulations to both of them. They shared some kind words from head coach Yahia Chiab. Sharing some kind words about those two seniors who have been so important to this squad in both their futsal and in their soccer careers here at Université de Saint-Boniface. And after a closer review of the standings, I actually am wrong. A victory here is critical for Les Rouges, because if they lose this game, they will be 6-2-0, and Brandon will be 6-1-1, and so they'll have a higher winning percentage than the Rouges thanks to that tie break. If they come away with a tie, they split the pair 5-3 and 4-3, and I believe the first tiebreaker in a head-to-head scenario would be goals plus minus, which Les Rouges would lead by just one, having won their game by a score differential of 2 and having losing by just a differential of 1. But we'll see here. They have 60 minutes of play here to maintain the first place. 60. It's 2 30-minute halves. Welcome to futsal, James.
I could have sworn it was 2 20-minute halves.
And we see the starter for Les Rouges. 3-6, 21, and 10. Emmanuel, Randy, Ahmed, and Sadie. Sorry, not Emmanuel, Sasha. Early pressure here from Les Rouges. Deep inside is Ahmed. He was looking for a trailing attacker. Is not there. And the pace that these guys play. And a nice early save by the goalkeeper, Nicholas Peterson, for the Blazers. And I'll tell you one thing, James, the fans of Les Rouges, they sure are passionate. Had quite a bit of, and early on, a nice pass from number 6, Randy Jabori, finding number 21, Sadie Modosaka for Les Rouges. 1-0. They lead. The opening minutes of this game. So good start for Les Rouges. Cross giveaway. Here's Ahmed, the senior. He fakes. Oh, and a sprawling save by Peterson. Well done by Nicholas Peterson. Keep that one, and Ahmed's got those shifty feet. And like I was saying before, there's a passionate group of fans, and sure enough, they're placed directly underneath our mic, and that's got to be a handball for sure. And if you didn't know it was a handball, the crowd and all the players in unison will let you know it's a handball. I don't even know why they have refs in these futsal games, James, because I was live in person yesterday, and I'll tell you one thing. These games are pretty self-officiated by the way that these guys let the referees know when there is either a foul or a misplay.
I mean, this is a game that is played at such a high speed. It is, I mean, right now may seem a little bit less because they're just passing it back and forth. But when they make a rush with this men's futsal team, it is so high speed. It's really fun to watch USP play.
They're a very talented team. This men's futsal team is. They are the defending champs, having beaten the Cougars, who have had a disappointing season, 0-8 on the year. But they defeated the Cougars in last year's final 4-3 in overtime. So must have been a thrilling and exciting victory. But they're looking to go back-to-back. And I'll just double check that they didn't win in 2023 too. They did win in 2023, 2024. So they're looking for the three-peat. And let me check. They lost in 2022-2023 season in overtime, 8-7 to BU. So they're looking to make their 4th final in 4 years, having won 2 of them, losing one, and hoping to come away with another one here this season. And with the strength of this roster, it's certainly looking possible. See the Blazers defense kind of just let Les Rouges play. Not allowing too many attacks. Les Rouges remaining patient, waiting for their openings to open up. An opportunity there, just a little too far ahead. And attacking right away are the Blazers. Big kick off the post. From half court. Blaze just come close to striking there. Little chip shot. Shot's a little errant from Owala Njoya. Lefty kick blocked by the Blazers defender, number 11, Tristan Holyfield. That one's not too close. Nice little chip there from Sasha. Pressure placed by the Blazers. Their ball. They go quickly into attack here. And wide on that shot from number 19, Tawo Oshidi. And both teams seeming quite content to play this very slow style of game. Just kind of moving the ball around, Les Rouges in particular.
Oh. Well, play on, the ref says.
Crowd was looking for a foul. Oh, and it ends up in the hands of Hamad.
Oh.
Amen. Not Hamad. And a nice save from Peterson. Good defensive play. Pressure being sustained by Les Rouges just temporarily. And they put it out of bounds just to allow their defensive system to reset. So we don't claim to be futsal experts. We're trying to learn the game. We've done some individual research while watching some national level games as well as doing some research. And my partner here in the booth, James, has assured me you cannot pass the ball to the goalie, but they just passed it to the goalie. And we shared a look there, James.
Yeah, we did.
And so we may have just learned something. Maybe there's specific rules
As to when you can pass to the goalie, maybe
Certainly.
he has to be outside the crease.
We're gonna take a look online, but anyone watching, you definitely can let us know in the comments as we're trying to learn this great game that is futsal.
And we know that it's not called the crease. It's just I was struggling for the right word.
2 Canadian, 2 hockey in you, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
And speaking of hockey in the Olympics, Canada still without a gold, and it's looking more and more like Team Canada is going to need a gold from either their men's or their women's hockey team, which it's our sport, so it's only fair that they win it. So you can, but with strict restrictions to prevent time wasting. So I'll just go over the little rules here. No handling. Goalkeepers cannot use their hands after passing it. A goalkeeper, after the goalkeeper plays the ball, they cannot touch it again in their own half unless an opponent has touched it or has crossed the halfway line. The 4-second rule, the goalkeeper has a maximum of 4 seconds to play the ball with their hands or feet in their own half. And a violation of any of these rules gets indirect free kick for the opposing team, usually at the top of the penalty area. So now you know. So you're right on. Can't really pass it back to the goalie. But there's some strict provisions in which you can't. Because right now, if they pass it back to the goalie, what would it be, James?
I think he has 4 seconds to play it.
No, it didn't cross half, so you can't pass it back to him.
I don't know if that's what it said.
After a goalkeeper plays the ball, they cannot touch it again in their own half unless
After the goalkeeper has played the ball.
You know what? We're not going to argue on the broadcast here today, James, because he did touch the ball. I digress. 1-0 for Les Rouges.
You were about to try and rewind the whole stream on me here.
I'm going to do it after the game. I wonder if futsal is a summer sport or an Olympic sport. I don't believe it is. Oh, it is.
And the fans loving it here today.
They're upset about something.
I think at the end they were cheering for one of their specific players just came on the court.
Is that the senior?
Could be.
Number 2? That is not the senior.
Number 5 was, if I remember correctly. Sir Asule. Number 20. Yeah, that's who it is.
They're happy about that. A long-range kick just misses wide to the right side of the keeper, Omar El Meli. Slow-paced game here to start compared to the fireworks we saw last night. Final score for the game last night, much more high scoring than what we're seeing here so far. The visiting Providence Pilots lost to Les Rouges here 10-6 with, it was what, 3 goals scored in the final 2 or 3 minutes from the Pilots.
Furious pace.
It was high intensity, as the Blazers will have a free kick here. Not too far outside the net. And that's in the back of the net, but on the wrong side. If you're a Blazers fan, but at the right side if you're a Rouge fan. Blazers don't look like they want to get themselves into a high-scoring affair. Not seeing a ton of pressure on Les Rouges in their own end. Nice touch. And an opportunity missed for Les Rouges. Looks as though the Blazers are kind of just hoping that, they'll play a sound defensive match, James. They'll get one late or score one or two off of a mistake from Les Rouges because they're not putting a ton of pressure on Les Rouges as they set up. And that gives Les Rouges all the time in the world to kind of decide what they want to do. As opposed to Les Rouges, you see immediate pressure on the Blazers. As soon as Les Rouges are on their own side of half, Blazers kind of just let them live and hang out. Nice feed. Every single player on the floor put their arm up like they knew whose ball it was. And that's why we have the officials.
Looks as though it must be the responsibility of the team that's getting the corner kick to be able to pass that over to the corner. That's the second time I've seen the keeper just drop the ball.
A lot of contact here. Blazers end up with it. A kick, no good. From number 4 of the CMU Blazers, Enrico Torre Cabrera. And the push is called against Les Rouges. No card given to number 4, Emmanuel David Quili-Kama.
I don't envy you having to be able to pronounce some of the names here tonight.
Saint-Boniface, obviously a French university. So this is probably, in my opinion, the most French team. We've listened to a lot of games, obviously, through the mics.
Oh.
Good shot attempt, but a nice save by the keeper, Peterson. But we've obviously heard a lot of crowd talk, a lot of player communication. This team almost entirely communicates in French. Opportunity. Whereas some of the other teams, they mix in the franglais, as we like to call it. But one thing remains common. Opportunity inside. Stopped. One thing remains common for these fans and these players. Probably the most said word during the broadcast from inside the gym.
Ref?
Ref. I don't envy the refs, James.
No, I don't envy the refs at all.
Soccer is a sport that is known to, communicate with the ref, and the ref holds a lot of power. And futsal's the same thing. Soccer is played on a pitch much larger, where the ref can kind of get away. Futsal, you're stuck. You're within 10, 15 feet of a player at all times as a referee. So credit to these referees on their excellent work. And without them, these games aren't being played, James. Les Rouges unhappy with that call. Goalie kick for a shot attempt there. Little chip, nicely done. Blazers starting to build some offensive momentum here, James.
Yes, they are.
Getting a little more,
but not too dangerous of opportunities.
no, but they're steaming towards the right play, right? They're getting closer. They're getting more inside of Les Rouges' defense. And obviously Les Rouges definitely leading the high quality scoring chances. They've had a few cracks at it. And it just seems like Les Rouges are just here, there, and everywhere. Goalie kick. And thank goodness for the Blazers, because I would have went all summer long thinking they could never pass their goalie in futsal. And when I would have showed up to my futsal summer session, I would have lost it on a referee for allowing us to pass it back to the goalie, and they would have called me an idiot. Opportunity now for Les Rouges. Another good save by Peterson. Peterson making an early impact here. Lefty kick is left to the left. See that, James? I said left like 4 times there. Cross. Deflected off of the Blazers. Rouge will take it in their own end, just off the side.
Sasha working hard over there.
Oh! Sasha with a great individual effort. And Peterson just kind of cut him off just enough after that fake to limit his angles. And he couldn't convert. Now it looks like maybe a dangerous opportunity here for Les Rouges brewing. All defended by the Blazers. So an indirect free kick here for the Blazers. Little curler inside. Lefty kick off the head of number 19, Tawa Oshidi. Little chip inside. And now an indirect free kick for Les Rouges. So can't score directly off this kick. Have to come in contact with player of your team or your opponent. Chip, just a little high from Ahmed. He was looking for his friend down there, Reginald Jean-Paul. Nice feed inside. Oh, and a big save. And well done. That's going to be a corner now for the Blazers, but a nice save from Omar Elmeli.
Incredible save.
And timeout called. Les Rouges lead in this little defensive battle between these two teams. The number 1 spot on the line. They lead by 1-0. All right, we're back to action here after that timeout. We took a little quick glance at the scores table because we can't see it with our cameras that are traditionally set up on the scoreboard cam. It's on the opposite end. But there's about 3 minutes left remaining in this first half. Both teams have 3 fouls apiece. A reminder, your 5th foul per half results in a free kick. Both teams below that level here with just 3 minutes. If there was 15 minutes left, that would be a little more concerning for both teams. But with 3 minutes remaining, they both should be able to play a good, clean rest of the first half and avoid that extremely undesired free kick, because those are what you'd call free goals, eh, James?
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, they're so close and they kick it so hard. I saw a few free kicks last night, what led to that high-scoring affair. And it's just, they're just whooping it. Like, if I was a goalie, I'd just jump out of the way. I wouldn't even think about staying in there. And quite frankly, I don't think they're like, the goals I saw off the free kicks yesterday were not looking like they were massive attempts to save it. They're just picking a side and hoping not to get hit in the face or the crown jewels. Wow. No, that's what it looked like to me. But that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm not built for the game of futsal. I'll stick to golf.
I'm not sure you're built for the game of golf. I've seen you hit.
All right. That's enough out of you.
Do you like the trees? The bushes?
It's all right. I don't like them as much as you do. All hands go up for the foul, or are they out of bounds? Again, we're seeing the patience here from the Rouges. Blazers not putting much pressure on the other side of half, just posting up. They're looking for a low-score affair here today, and they're okay with forcing the Rouges into a little bit tougher opportunities. Oh, and a nice pass off the shot attempt. The shot attempt by Sean Peters ends up at the feet of number 15, Ethan Burke. And he's able to get a nice little pass to Aiden Edwards, who finishes. And we're tied in the dying moments here of the first half. 1-1. Blazers' strategy here, just kind of stifling the Rouges a little bit, limiting their opportunities. Not happy about that are some of the fans. Chaos in front of the net. No, the referee blew it dead before the goal was scored. Chaos in front. There must not be much time left, James.
No, it's got to be very last few seconds.
Opportunity. And just missing was Petros. And there's the halftime buzzer. The score at half, 1-1. We have ourselves a defensive battle. The Blazers and head coach God Contembo must be happy with the way his team performed. They definitely had a certain plan in mind, James, coming into this matchup. And they've certainly stuck to it, and it's paid dividends. They're tied with the high-powered offense of Les Rouges de l'USB. We'll be back after this short break. And we're back here for second half action. Tied in a defensive deadlock, 1-1. And you can really see now from this angle, this south-north looking angle we have of the gym, just the way the Blazers are just setting up. And I anticipate a lot of camera trouble for us as the attack will remain on that opposite camera. We'll have to be quick to move it over for the following attack. Les Rouges getting themselves into the offensive end. Trying to get it across. Just missing there. A little chip up top. And unable to corral it are the Blazers. Right in front of the net. Off the post. Inside. So Les Rouges, one of the top scoring teams in the league, struggling to find an answer for this CMU defensive system. Like, Les Rouges are a team who have scored over 10 goals in 1, 2, 3 of their games this season. And that's in only 8. In the rest of the games, they've scored 3, 4, and 5. They haven't been held under 3 goals all season long. And they haven't scored less than 5 since the 25th of January, where they scored 3. And the remainder of their season, they're scoring 5, 6, or 10 goals. And so to be held at 1-1 here is so strange for Les Rouges. And there it is. As I'm talking, they get inside. A little too much position was given. Inside. And Les Rouges now lead 2-1. So after my big spiel, they finally score another one. And we're at 2-1 now. Mrs. Producer was arguing with us in here. In the broadcast booth. Now the Blazers, they played such a good game defensively. They may look to press and lose a little bit of that defensive shell they've been maintaining. They only trail by 1, but Les Rouges have been so dominant offensively this season. They haven't had to play too much defense, James, but in these games, they've still held their own defensively, even with such a pressing attack offensively. Yep. Good insight.
Well, it's just true.
An opportunity.
Oh, great save.
And a nice save by Peterson, the Blazers goaltender, who's been busy this afternoon on the day of love, Valentine's Day. Hope you guys all have some good plans for the rest of the day following the conclusion of this match. James, do you have any plans for Valentine's Day with your wife?
I do have some plans.
What are your plans?
She hasn't told me yet.
James. Looking to get a last-minute dinner reservation. Unfortunately, I don't think those exist. And gets a little physical on the day of love. A lot of pushing and shoving. And maybe no love lost there in that latest interaction.
Right over on top of the coaches.
Shot is missed wide. James, you want to ask me what my plans are for Valentine's Day?
What are your plans today, Noah?
Well, I unfortunately took too long to plan, so I do not have a dinner reservation either.
Yeah, but I believe you did go out for your Valentine's the other day.
I have a very busy schedule. An opportunity for Les Rouges. Oh, and they were looking for that cross-court pass to Sasha. I did. I took advantage of some commotion. A goal was scored, but I don't think it's going to count.
The USB staff is not happy with the fact that he shot the ball after the whistle, which typically would lead to a card.
And no card was given. Don't blame the Blazers player for maybe not hearing the whistle. It's loud in there today. The vocalness of the fans and the players. Aiming for the camera, missing it. Point Red River Streams. No, I personally like to take advantage of what I call Valentine's Day, not on Valentine's Day. You beat the craziness and the rush, and you don't pay that extra 10-15%. You know that they're somehow charging you on those high traffic days at the diners and the restaurants.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things I'm pretty sure that the wife and I are going to be doing is we're probably going to head over to Saffron's tonight. I understand there might be some karaoke going on, and I will grace everybody with my vocal presence.
If you're going to Saffron's tonight, make sure you get a stiff drink because it's going to be hard to listen to James all night. I digress. We go back to the game. 2-1 for Les Rouges.
And probably bring earplugs.
Oh, my goodness. What a strange world we live in.
That's true in many ways.
The attack remains. Blazers are trailing by 1 here. Again, I'm just going off of a guesstimation. This game started at 3:45, and it's now 4:40. Obviously, the time stops when the ball goes out of bounds. We're in the second half. We're probably about around the midway point, you'd say, maybe, give or take.
I mean, I was a little late getting back from the concession stands today, so after halftime. So I would say that I'm not 100% sure.
Opportunity blocked by the Blazers. You're not 100% sure, yes.
How much time has passed?
Hopefully you didn't sell out the concession stands today, James. James and I have spent a lot of time together in the booth this year. Final regular season home game of the Red River Streams broadcast here at Université Saint-Boniface. And we have grown to banter and love. And more commotion here. Blazers think it should be their ball. It ends up being Les Rouges' ball. And they just give it right back, kindly enough, on the day of love. You can see the difference in defensive schematics and strategy. Yes.
100%.
Les Rouges are instant pressure on the ball, and the Blazers are allowing time
handball
on the ball.
I mean, none of Les Rouges players called for the handball, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't a handball.
You're wrong, because I guarantee you if a handball was touched, we would know. And they're just allowing Les Rouges to kind of dictate the flow of this game once they gain possession of the ball on their side of the court. And Les Rouges, credit to them, they're used to a high-paced, fast game, scoring lots of goals.
A lot of running.
They're taking what the defense is giving them. And it's allowing them to kind of dictate the flow. And for the Blazers and their coaching staff, this schematic game plan to kind of limit the opportunities inside their own end has paid dividends. It's only 2-1 here in the halfway point of the second half. Long shot attempt, and that's kind of what they've been limited to, is those long-range shot attempts, because they get it inside, and with the heavy pressure they immediately face.
I agree with the referee on that one.
Yeah,
I believe that should be CMU ball.
He pointed one way, then corrected himself, so good on the ref. Do a quick correction. I was at the game yesterday, James, and we got a penalty. A yellow card given. Too many men on the pitch, court, field, whatever you want to call it.
Ice.
Not ice. That's where I draw the line, James.
Okay.
You can call it whatever you want, but ice, this is not ice. It would be fun to see futsal on ice, though. Could get a little dangerous.
It would be similar to broom ball, I would think.
Well, no, if you're kicking with the blades on.
Oh, yeah, but who said anything about blades? You just said on ice.
Yeah, I need to see skates if I'm seeing futsal on ice. That's the Canadian way. Just kind of moving it around. Looking for a call against number 3 of the Blazers, Aiden Edwards, there as he was jostling for position with Les Rouges. Long range shot attempt is denied. Long range shot is not close from Tristan Holefield.
Holfield's taken a few of those shots here today, Noah. And each time he does, he looks like he's surprised that it didn't go closer to the net.
I think it may just be a little bit of frustration from the captain, Holefield. It really feels as though the Blazers are really limited in their offensive opportunities, just the way Les Rouges are putting instant pressure.
Could be, or maybe he's frustrated with the fact that he's looking for somebody to break at that moment and nobody does. So it ends up just looking like a wild shot on his behalf.
Holefield is the captain, and as you can see, has played a great defensive game, taking the front man from Les Rouges and kind of limiting their opportunities. And as I speak, a phenomenal pass across.
The goal scorer goes down in a heap after the goal, and then helped back up by the keeper.
And that was none other than the senior who celebrated today, Ahmed Awel and Joya, scoring on that beautiful cross-court feed from Regional Jean-Paul.
Yeah, the feed is what really made that goal special. Oh, we're pulling the goalie up here, or the keeper.
And we talked about this a little bit in the women's match before this, is it's a strategy that, as I was getting my futsal knowledge up, watching some international level games, the keeper is used quite often in attack at that level. It's not something we've seen so much here in the MCAC, at least not in these home games of Les Rouges. but often see the keeper bring it up. And I believe that may have to do with the court size here, James. I believe we are playing on a smaller court than what they would play at international level. Don't quote me on that, but...
Oh, sorry, I already just posted that quote. Hashtag quotes by Noah.
After I explicitly asked you not to. Opportunity! As Ahmad couldn't keep that one on his feet. He tries to find Jean-Paul, and that is blocked by a CMU defender. Oh, and a short angle attack.
Excellent opportunity. He got good leg on that and just put it wide. The poor CMU runner must be tired.
Trying to find that cross-court pass. He can't get it. Oh, and a good shot opportunity from the captain, Holefield. And he's just getting his sights on that net. Here's an opportunity for Les Rouges.
Oh, no!
And Ahmed, the senior, had a golden opportunity fed by Reginald Jean-Paul. And he just missed it. A wide open net. And he couldn't convert. And I wonder if anything... Ooh. Closer than they would have liked, possibly, if you're a Rouge fan.
Oh.
And he's going to get a card. Yes, I thought so. The goalkeeper, Omar El-Meli, doing a little bit of quote-unquote time wasting, keeping the ball on his foot. And Blazers player Cian Petros had enough of it and gave him a little shove. And while I was at the game yesterday, that was something we heard a lot from some fans in the building, opposing fans per se, of Les Rouges, was complaining about time wasting. And what I found interesting about that dilemma there was the score was probably about 8-2 at the time. And time wasting or not, with about 10 minutes left to play,
I was appreciative of it.
Of the time wasting?
Yeah. I mean, when you get a score that gets that much of a blowout, it's like both teams know who's going to win. You're not coming back from 8-2. So it's like, let's just keep the clock moving here.
You probably said the same thing during the Jets game last year in Game 7 against the Blues when they were down 3-1 with 3 minutes left to play.
Nope.
You always have a chance. And here's an opportunity for the Blazers. Just was one pass away. And what's that going to be? Oh, that's going to be a free kick here. And I'm sure you heard the fans screaming ref. And a timeout called by the Blazers as they want to draw something up for this indirect free kick, as this is a golden opportunity as they trail by 2, 3-1. We'll be back after the break. Go camera 3.
I'm going over here.
Okay, go there. Now go camera 3. So much time is left. Quick. Alrighty, coming out of this timeout, Captain Holyfield looks like he'll be taking this indirect free kick. Has to come in contact with something or somebody before it goes in the net for it to count. And a golden opportunity inside. Holyfield goes right over to Edwards, and he just whiffed on it.
Just under 3 minutes.
And there's just about under 3 minutes remaining in this game. Tension's starting to get a little high here in the remaining minutes of this game. That knocked off half a second. Goalie kick.
Oh, ping-ponged in around there.
Peterson almost getting the second goal of the game for the Blazers. And you'll see with the time dying down, keeper being a little more aggressive. Personally, I would pass it to the keeper and have him take a long-range missile from back there. Oh, nice little nifty move. Deflected by Les Rouges. Time stops.
Comes the missile.
Les Rouges content to be playing a little bit more defensive here. Fans loving the around the world we just saw. And that one just high off the foot of number 2, Musha Wesu. One's right from the captain.
Looked like a handball to me.
And we did have some Blazers fans, or Blazers player, calling for it. Handball called against Sasha Petrov.
CMU needing to pot one here soon.
Ooh. Close one there. Deep into the offensive end. Back to the captain. Long range shot. And a good save from Omar. Playing in tight corners. Long range missile. Way off target.
You've been cheering for that all game.
I think the keeper has himself a goal.
Oh, I don't know about that.
But time running out after the shot attempt by Morisaka. Long range shot from the captain, Holyfield. He bites on the pass. Lefty shot. Well defended there by number 6, Randy Jabori. A big Randy fan in the gym tonight. Opportunity. One too many passes maybe there, I think. Randy being a little too generous.
And here in the final minutes or so, I feel like we've been in these final minutes for 10 minutes.
Well, to remind you, James, play stops after every time the ball goes out of bounds, and a timeout's called by Les Rouges. 3-1, they lead by 2. All righty. 56 seconds remain in this game. The Rouges calling that timeout.
55.9, I'll have you know, Noah.
You made that up.
I did not.
Somehow that only took off about half a second.
Oh, that was a big old belly laugh there. Oh, it's getting scrappy out there.
The threes going at each other. Off the dome.
And not our dome.
No, thankfully not. Keeper is going to throw it. Good save. After the mistake made by Peterson.
Picks the team up.
Does a good job there. Of limiting the opportunity. We could have beheld them. Kept alive. And as the final buzzer sounds, the final score of today's men's futsal game, Les Rouges win 3-1 against the visiting Blazers. We'll stick around for the player of the game announcements. And Les Rouges, with that victory, finish the season 7-1 on the season, and will be the #1 seed heading into the MCAC Provincial Championships, which will be in Brandon, Manitoba. Oh, and there's a bit of issues here. As a fiery Blazers player was actually in Les Rouges huddle. So let's keep an eye on the handshake line here. Sure there's no extracurriculars. Player in question is right in front of the coaches, so I don't think there'll be anything. And now everything is handled and settled with the shaking of the hands. This will bring the Blazers, with the loss today here at Université Saint-Boniface, to a record of 3-3-1, good enough to be in the third position. They also still have one more game, which they will play tomorrow afternoon against the Providence Pilots at Lowen Athletic Center. And we'll wait just now for the player of the game announcements to be handed out by Les Rouges' coaching staff. I'd like to take a quick moment here, as this is our last home game of the season here. We've had the honor, the privilege, and the joy of being the official broadcast partner of Les Rouges de l'USB. It's been such a great time for us here, and so much fun as we're learning and developing this broadcast here at Université Saint-Boniface. And the goaltender, Nicholas Peterson, awarded with the Player of the Game award. Well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved for sure.
And you know it's well deserved when both of us say well deserved at the same time. And I'm thinking it's going to go to the senior Ahmed in his final home game as a Rouge de l'USB. And that's fair too. He had himself a very good game. Randy! Yeah, maybe that's the guy who got the final vote. So congratulations to Randy Jabori as well as Nicholas Peterson on winning Player of the Game. And just to my original point there right before these announcements were made, we've had such a great time and we're so excited for what's to come in the furthering of our partnership with Les Rouges as well as MCAC as a whole. We're really excited to help expand, grow, and develop this league just based off of all the talent, prestige, hard work that's put in from every athlete on every team. It's only best that they get their moments and their games immortalized in time on the internet, which we know if something goes on the internet, it never dies. But anyways, I digress, James. And this has been such a pleasure. And on behalf of myself, Noah, James in the booth with me, and the entire Red River Streams broadcast team, thank you so much for joining us here today, all season long. And we cannot wait to be back here next season for another year of USB Sports. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.